Hi everyone. Yesterday, I had a little conversation with a member in our official Facebook group about how MindPal can be very useful for teachers for tasks like brainstorming or planning a lesson. So I went ahead and tried creating a multi-agent assembly specifically for IELTS Lesson Planner like this one, and the result was amazing. Look at this. The teacher can just input the topic and the student level, and this multi-agent assembly will execute 5 steps to help them come up with a full-scale lesson plan, starting with the useful vocabulary, collocations, grammar, like this. Then also generate the related IELTS speaking questions for the topic, along with the samples, and also IELTS writing too. So I can already think of how time-saving this could be for teachers. They cannot save a lot of time, and those time can be better spent on more important tasks, such as to truly understand the students' needs, come and curating a personalized learning roadmap for the students, or provide personalized feedback for the students' speaking performance or writing essays, right? So in this video, I want to give a quick tutorial for you on how to build this kind of multi-agent assembly from scratch. So now, now let's go to multi-agent assembly. I have generated this IELTS lesson plan already, but now let's start from scratch with me. Let's name it this IELTS lesson planner copy. Then for this lesson planner, it depends on the teachers. But for me, I can, the trigger input fields I can think of now is that we need to provide a topic as well as the level of the students to generate meaningful lesson content. Then based on the topic and the student's level right here, we can start devising a set of steps for this AI assembly to execute. So the first step would be to generate the useful vocabulary. And I have already created an IELTS lesson planner useful vocabulary agent right here, so I can easily assign it here. But let's just click this to see what I have put in it. So with this useful vocabulary agent, I ask, my instruction is that you're a world-class algorithm to generate useful vocabulary for ESL students. Given the topic and the level of the students, your task is to return a list of 10 useful vocabulary for the students' learning purpose. And for each vocabulary, briefly explain the meaning as well as give a sample sentence. And I wanted to return in the format of a listicle, so I also input it here. And so that's it for the useful vocabulary agent. I have assigned it to this step, and the input is that this step would need to understand what topic is that and what is the level of the students. So I would add these two as input for this step. Moving on to the next step would be useful collocations, right? And I will also assign this useful collocations agent to this step. So essentially the instruction would be similar, but instead of vocabulary, in this case, it would be collocations. Let's go with that. And similarly, I would continue with useful grammar. Also, don't forget to add the input. Next step is speaking samples with the input like this. And the last one, writing samples with the input, this agent, and with the input like this. So as you can see, we have a IELTS lesson planner with the input of topic and students level, then these 5 steps: vocabulary, collocations, grammar, speaking, writing. Now that we have the assembly ready, let's hit create. Okay, and it's done. So when the assembly is done, you can start a new run. And in this case, you can try with a new topic, maybe let's say education. and the student's level would be beginner, for example. Let's create this assembly run, and here it is. So it starts with the useful vocabulary, then continue with later steps, collocations, grammar, and so on. So I think you get the idea. I encourage you to go to brain.mypal space and try creating a similar assembly like this to automate tasks for your case. I have also shared this assembly as a template assembly, so you can also go to the Share by Community tab in our multi-agent assembly page to get a copy of this assembly for free too. So let me know what you think, and I hope this would be useful.